Louisiana Beer Reviews Black House from Modern Times. This is their Nitro with coffee, coconut, and cocoa. This is an employee-owned company, started in 2013. They're saying this beer is 30 IBUs. The website is saying 40, however. Kind of a big difference there. Can't explain that discrepancy. 5.8% alcohol, that's the same. 75% Ethiopian coffee, a type of coffee called Hambila, and 25% Sumatran coffee, and that's a type called Mandhelling. Mandhelling, Dutch word, right? Dutch, used to own the island of Sumatra. They use a lot of different malts and grains here. Two-row barley malt, oats, crystal 60 malt, pale malt, chocolate, Munich, roasted, flaked malt, midnight wheat, carapils, and kiln coffee malt. They don't name any of the hops, however. Gets a very good score in Beer Advocate. I couldn't find it on Rate Beer. And Untapped has it at an 80. Whoa. This beer is vegan. I've never had a Modern Times beer because you know why? They're not sold in Louisiana to my knowledge. It says for best results, pour vigorously. I always pour vigorously. I hold to that theory that you get the gas out and not in you. You get it into the head, and it's still going to be enjoyable. The beer does not go flat like people told me. No, you can taste this prickly if it's a good fresh beer. Thanks, Lawrence, for sending this to me. I got the name wrong on the other two videos for the two other stouts he sent. I tried to edit that out where I was talking about it. Might have missed it, though. So Bob sent me a lot of great beers. Okay. Robert sent me a lot of great beers. Beer Company sent me a lot of great beers. And Laurence from Kentucky sent me 4 stouts. I had so many coming at one time, though, like within a month. I had different people sending. And I mixed them up in the fridge, and I got confused. So sorry. There's no date, guys. There's no date on the can, guys. So that chaps my chapstick. Put the damn date. Okay. You know, if I don't start getting beers with dates, I'm gonna quit my channel. I'm quitting these. You know, I'm getting disgusted. All right. Kidding around, but it is nice to have dates on the cans and bottles. And it is nice to go to a store and see beers that aren't out of date, and I've been running across many bad dates in this past year. Many bad dates. And the 3-tier system is supposed to prevent that and ensure quality for the consumer. Yeah, not really. It ensures a continued oligarchy or monopoly. But anyway, that's another rant. Vigorous. Not quite vigorous enough. There's a cascading Guinness type thing going on. As we listen to the sirens that incessantly go on around here. Okay, so the head set up. All the cascading has stopped, and now we get a creamy beige head and a dark brown appearance with a little reddish brown. Okay. Let's see. Privateers. I know many people have gone to University of New Orleans. Graduated from there. Creamy, coffee, chocolate, an array of malts, but it just smells malty, you know. I can't pick out the different ones. Bready from the wheat, yeah. Oaty. The oats are going to give it that. You don't want to say sliminess, but you know what I mean. That oatmeal type thing. Smells great for here in the morning time, nearly 8 a.m. Cloudy, cold weather coming. It was about in the 70s yesterday for January 2020. The mouthfeel is a little thinner than I expected. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing. I thought it might be heavier, but it isn't. It's just a medium mouthfeel. Some stouts are heavy, usually imperials. Generally, stouts aren't that heavy, no matter what people think. They're not bitter. I've heard people say, I don't want to drink that, it's going to be bitter. Total misperception of what you get from a typical stout. They're maybe sweet almost like a pastry, but bitter? Not usually. They oftentimes have rich flavors. This one does. You get the coffee, like I said, the chocolate, the cream. The Nitro gives it a nice velvety mouthfeel. The finish is semi-sweet, about midway sweet to dry. Is this remarkable, like, in the sense that it's so much different from other chocolate, tea, coffee, oatmeal, wheat, you know what I mean, mid-IBU stouts that I've had? No. It's like a lot of others, but it's really good. It's really enjoyable, and I want to thank Laurence for sending this to me. This is great. You notice in many videos, what will I score it? Coconut. Yeah, they have coconut, right? Yeah. I'm picking that up now. Oh, yeah. Yes. I haven't been to San Diego in so long. Went to see the Padres there. I'm gonna give it an A. 94 out of 100. It's an A. It's a most excellent beer. I don't know the cost. I was gonna say we get a huge array of craft beers and macro and middle crow beers. Okay, so we're not suffering from a lack of availability here. New Orleans is a big port. A lot of ships coming in from around the world, all of that. Plus major railroad junctions, so for the southern United States. We just can't get everything. It's only 4.5 million people living in this state, so we're on the smaller half, the lower 25 in population, just right around 25. So we have a lot of stuff. And it's probably the case even in big states. You get all of these craft beers on the shelves, and people are saying, let me try that, let me try this. And then what a store finds is that it's not all moving, starting to collect dust. And then they got all this product they got to figure out what to do with. So that's something the store's got to balance. It's not my problem, but I can understand that they have the problem. And it becomes my problem in the sense that it limits the availability. I would do the same thing. There's no point of having a bunch of stuff you can't get rid of. And then, you know how it is in the craft beer world, it's buy, try, move on type thing. Oh, I tried it. Oh, it's great. And they talk about it on Facebook. Oh, wow, man. And then they're on to something else 2 days later. So that hit or miss thing is real tricky. And it doesn't do the store any good to have a bunch of back stock there not selling. You know. So it happens even in the macro world. We had Yangling Old Chesterfield Ale. Really good stuff. I liked it. Nobody else apparently liked it. It lasted a couple of months and it was gone. Never saw it again. We had Genesee Cream Ale. They tried that out. I bought it, and I guess nobody else did, and it was gone. So it's a thing you have to deal with, and I'm not too worried about it. Just try stuff. Can't try them all. Happy usually with what I try, so happy with this. So thanks again, Laurence, and laissez les bon temps relais. I'm going to end this video review by saying, y'all come on down to southeastern Louisiana.